You are tuned to Radio Kidnappers, the voice of Hawke's Bay. This is a program called Food for Life. Our pleasure, as always, to have over there in the hot seat the host of the program, Heather Barrow. How are you, Heather?
Great, thanks, Ken. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. All the better for seeing you, as always. Now, just remind our listeners, before we get into today's topic, if we want to come and see you for some nutritional and exercise advice, where are you?
I'm at G's Pharmacy in Taradale.
Yeah.
So, big pharmacy right in the middle, across from Bay Espresso.
And what does a visit entail? So we tune up, we come to see you, you say hi, what follows?
Well, you're looking at an hour and a half, but it goes really quickly.
Yes.
Most of the time people say, wow, that went fast. So it's an hour and a half consultation. You get to talk about yourself. A lot of people like to do that. So lots of questions around you and what's happening with your life, your job, your stress levels, your diet, all that good stuff.
And what do you determine from that?
I determine if organs need support, your liver, your kidneys, your thyroid, your gut, nutrient deficiencies that you might have, just ways to support the body, foods that are best for you. And if you're coming, for a condition that needs some sort of healing or addressing, I'm really focusing in on that.
Yeah.
And usually, follow-ups, chances are people are better, the eczema's gone, or hormones are balanced, they're sleeping better, they've lost weight.
Is it an easy process after that first visit for me as the end user, or is it a bit of trial and error to find which direction is right for me?
I think it depends on what you come in for.
Yes.
Sometimes, I guess for weight loss, some people, I might give them a little bit too much to start, and we actually need to cut back and go back to basics, which I normally try to discern at the first consultation. So I guess it's all a matter of how ready you are, how knowledgeable you are, and your motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a great segue. Weight loss is a great segue into what we're going to talk about today. Intermittent fasting. Well, tell us about that. What is that?
Yeah, I think it's definitely making waves in the news, and more people are talking about it and doing it. I've had clients ask about it. And really, it's just a way to kind of simplify your lifestyle, get health back into the body, give the body a chance to rest, the digestive system. So it's a matter of fasting for a certain amount of time every day. So the most common one is 16-hour fast and eating within an 8-hour window. So that's your day. So that does include your sleep. So hopefully most people are getting 7 to 8 hours. So it makes it a little bit easier. So for example, maybe your last time to eat that evening would be 7 o'clock. And then you'd wake up and you wouldn't have breakfast, or you'd have a late breakfast. So maybe you'd eat breakfast at 11, or you'd have brunch or lunch at 11. And that just gives the body a chance to rest, to cleanse. You're not putting all that pressure on the organs and on the digestive system, which I have a diagram here of. And it's good for mental cognition, for weight loss, improving energy levels. So it's something simple. It's straightforward. There's nothing technical about it, really.
Yeah. Just stop eating.
Sorry?
You just stop eating.
Yeah, you just don't eat. And it's actually a lot easier than you think.
I wonder if we wind the clock back to say, I don't know, maybe the 50s or 60s, or certainly if you wind it back hundreds of years, man didn't fast. It's like a new age trend, isn't it, fasting?
I think man did fast.
Did he?
Because I think we were hunters and gatherers.
Yeah.
And you didn't know when your next meal was coming. Today we go down the street to the grocery store, easy, fast, convenient food. Dairies all around the block. And I think, we need to actually let the body rest and digest.
I wonder, though, they often used to say, and it might have just been an old cliche, that breakfast was the most important meal of the day. So here we are almost implying that we can either leave it till almost lunchtime or skip it altogether. So is it not the most important meal of the day?
So let me just step back. For some people, this is not the right thing for them to do, and they do need to eat breakfast. So if you have, known blood sugar imbalances, you probably shouldn't do this, because when you fast for that long, it's actually a stressor on the body, and you're producing more cortisol and wondering where your next meal is from. So blood sugar imbalances, not for you. Pregnant, probably not for you either. Obviously, you need that nutrition. If you're going through a really stressful time, it's also probably not for you, because again, blood sugar imbalances are very common in those going through stress. You want to be eating consistent meals and not have that stressor of depriving the body of that glucose. Another way it's not for you if you have binge eating tendencies. So a lot of people think, oh, great, I'll fast for the 16 hours. During that 8 hours, I can just eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
No, this is not an excuse for a poor diet.
Yeah.
Eating disorders as well. So some people might take the liberty to extend that and just say, oh, I'm just, intermittent fasting. And I probably wouldn't suggest that for them either.
Intermittent fasting as opposed to fasting. How would we define it? I mean, intermittent fasting, what is that really, as opposed to fasting?
Yeah, intermittent. So, like I said, 16, 18, you are still eating. You're still having maybe 2 meals a day or maybe even 3 small meals in that 8-hour window. Fasting, you're completely abstaining from all food for usually a 24-hour minimum.
So why wouldn't we do that?
Why would you fast?
No, why wouldn't we just say, well, let's not eat on Monday?
Some people do that.
Yeah.
I know some people that just completely abstain. And you know what? I think that's really good for the body. If you're not any of those things I mentioned before, stress or pregnant or anything, blood sugar imbalances. So the main reason is if you look at this, so this is one of the 10 body systems, your digestive system. And it plays a huge role in your body. So I tell people you can have the healthiest diet, but if you're actually not breaking your food down to absorb it, it's not doing you any good. So this system it works very, very hard for you. There's all these different stages of, chewing your food. In your stomach, you break your food down. Your gallbladder releases bile, which breaks down fats. Your pancreas is releasing enzymes that breaks down your carbs, proteins, and fats. And then hopefully by the time all this does its work, in your gut, which is the surface area of a tennis court, if you laid it out, right? All these hundreds of folds going up and down. This is a little picture of one of the folds, magnified. Hopefully this has all broken your food down so much so that the tiniest particle in your gut absorbs it through the gut wall so your cells can be nourished and fed. So that's the whole point of why we eat, is to break your food down to the tiniest particle, absorb it through the gut wall, and then your cells get nourished and fed. Trillions of cells, vitamins and minerals from the soil. This is quite a process. Okay, you want all the energy, all the blood, all the fire to go to your digestive system. This is the foundation really of good health. Why not give it a rest? Why not just you can have water, you can have tea, and for some people you could probably even have coffee.
Yes.
Dare I say it?
Thank goodness for that.
But give the system a rest. It works really, really hard for you.
So have you tried it yourself?
Yes. Yep. It's a lot easier than you think.
And so are you still doing it?
I'm not at the moment, no. Mainly because I teach fitness classes in the mornings and I actually need fuel to do that.
Good point that you raised, because I was going to say to you that can you work out while you're fasting, even intermittently?
That is a really good question. And I would say if your workouts aren't too intense, yes, you can. If you're just going for a walk, even a power walk, that's probably fine. But if you're doing,
so if you're going for a 5K run?
Yeah, a run, I wouldn't suggest it. If you're doing, box fit or cross training or cardio interval training or anything like that, probably not, no.
When you say you can drink liquids, and you mentioned water, coffee, and some tea, you can now get like a meal in a box. You can get one of those Wheat Bix with milk in a box. Is that fasting or not?
Up and go?
Yeah, up and go. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no.
So that's just cheating.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just liquids. Nothing. I mean, the Up and Go has skim milk powder and milk solids and all that sort of thing. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Why wouldn't we adopt the fasting process as a lifestyle change for our whole life? I mean, if it is that good for you, why wouldn't we just say, okay, we don't eat one day a week?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a whole day even.
No,
it's just
but
16
this is intermittent
hours.
fasting, a
lot of people, that's the thing. That's why I thought this is a good topic today, because so many people are actually doing it. As a lifestyle, they're giving it a go, seeing how it works for their body.
Yeah. I wonder though that when we normally talk, it's called Food for Life, and you of course are an advocate for good eating, healthy eating, exercise. Why would we need to intermittently fast if we're doing all those things right in the first place? Chewing our food 30 times so our gut isn't having to work too hard to process what we're putting in our mouth. Why will we be suggesting fasting at all if we're doing all the right things in the first place? We've got a plate full of veggies. We're not eating red meat.
Yeah. It's just an additional thing you can do, really. Like I said, it's super easy. It's straightforward. You're simply forgoing food for a certain amount of time each day. It's supporting a healthy weight, a healthy lifestyle by revving up your fat burning. Why not? Why not give it a go?
I spoke to one of our local politicians yesterday, and he said he is doing this.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it just feels fantastic.
There you go.
Yeah, he's exercising as well. He's cut out all the sugar that he shouldn't be having, and he just said it feels $1 million.
Okay. So how long is he fasting for? Is he doing this like 16-8 or?
He's doing 1 day a week.
Okay, a complete day.
A complete day. So
good for him.
Who should be trying it? This intermittent fasting.
I think really anyone, apart from those people that I mentioned. Yeah. So, if you know you have blood sugar, your blood sugar is pretty balanced. So you'll know if it's imbalanced if you get lightheaded, when you stand up quickly, or you get shaky if you haven't had a meal. You break out in sweats. Those are all signs of like blood sugar imbalances.
Yeah.
Just feeling lightheaded.
What about kids? Would you recommend kids do it?
Probably not for kids, no. I think, kids get up, go to school. They probably need that fuel for their growing bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else should we be doing in conjunction with this intermittent fasting? I mean, you mentioned a bit earlier, and sometimes when I've had a big run, I think, I earned this hamburger that I'm about to eat. So what else should we be doing? Because it is a life-changing system, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? I mean, like you say, you fast for 16 hours and think, now I deserve that more. But that's not how we should be looking at it, is it?
No.
So what else should we be doing? Changing our life.
Yeah. I mean, are you talking about just like basic healthy lifestyle tips? Kind of like what we talked about last radio show, making sure you're getting enough water, adequate water. That's a really good time to actually up your water intake is when you are fasting.
Yeah.
Flushing everything. Maybe use some lemon, some apple cider vinegar in your water. You could even do some baking soda and lemon water. So that's a really good kind of, you're cleansing, you got this surface area of a tennis court. Why not give it a clean out? Wipe it out inside. So making sure you're getting enough water and really increasing that while you're doing the intermittent fasting.
Just as a matter of interest, after our last session, I decided I would try water.
You would try it?
Try drinking water, yeah.
Okay.
So I went and bought out one of those 20 packs, and I found that I couldn't drink it unless I put some lime juice with it. So I started doing that. And I actually cut back my coffee to 2 cups of coffee a day. And all I really found was I was going to the toilet more.
Yeah, you do. That's right.
I've cut it back to the other way around. I just drink coffee now. And,
no.
But I wonder that I don't feel any worse or better. I didn't feel any better just drinking the water than I felt when I was drinking the coffee. Is that just because I'm a weirdo?
I need to give you my water handout. So let's remember, coffee's a diuretic.
Yes.
So you're going to be losing water. You can live without food, but you can't live without water.
Right, that's right.
And the rule is 30 mils per kilo of body weight if you want to get exact, and not 8 cups. So 70 kilos, you're looking at 2 liters a day.
Yeah.
More so if you're having caffeine. Water supports our joints. We're made of water, our brain. We're losing water right now just by speaking to one another. I'm really surprised that you didn't experience like an increase in energy levels or anything like that. But that could be because of the coffee habit.
Yeah, but I cut that right back. All right, I just want to say, if we adopt a intermittent fasting lifestyle, will that cause muscle loss?
No.
Not at all?
No, not at all.
What about slowing down your metabolism? Will it do that?
No, it actually, so what it does is, I know we've done a radio show on the ketogenic diet. It sort of puts it in a ketogenic state. So you're not consuming that glucose. So your body then starts burning the glycogen, which is your stored glucose in your liver. And then when that starts to burn, it's going to your fat stores. So it's putting you in a mild ketogenic state, which of course increases immunity and cognitive function and energy levels. So yeah, it's really good for overall health, mental health.
I would guess that a lot of people might worry that they're not getting enough supplements if they fast either intermittently or they take a whole day off. So should we be taking supplements to give us a bit of a lift or not? Don't need that?
I don't think you need it. I think you'd be surprised if you just woke up. I challenge you actually to eliminate coffee for a period and just increase the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just see what that does, because, coffee is a stimulant, and I think we rely on it so much when, our body will only run on that like that for so long. Sometimes we, stress and coffee exacerbate a condition in the body, adrenal fatigue. So, yeah.
So how soon would I start feeling better if I cut out coffee? So if I cut out coffee for a whole week, would I feel better?
I think you'd feel worse before you felt better, to be honest.
It does give you a headache, actually, when you stop.
Yeah, headache, shakes, maybe even nausea. I've heard of all those things.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if it has that kind of effect and your body's relying on it, it is a stimulant. It's caffeine actually is a drug. So it'd be interesting to challenge your body, take it out, have your how much do you weigh?
I probably weigh about, 78.
Okay, so round that to 80, 30 mils, 2.5 liters a day. I challenge you to get 2 liters a day, just make it a little bit easier, and forego coffee for maybe a week. I would say 2, actually.
Okay. After this weekend, I will do that 2 weeks without coffee.
Okay. And increase your water to 2 liters.
Yeah, I'll have to drink something, won't I?
Okay.
Yeah. Can I drink
put
tea?
some lemon, lime, mint. They have water drops now, flavored with, sweetened with stevia, so that's safe too.
So they've got new tea bags now that you can infuse into cold water.
I've tried those.
Are they nice?
Yeah, actually really nice.
Do you do that? Do you drink water every day? Would you drink 2 liters of water every day?
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't go anywhere without my water bottle. Wow. And I usually carry 2 of them.
There's about a gallon in there.
There's 750 mils. If I forget it, I freak out and I buy a bottle, because you know what? I don't wait till I'm thirsty, because I'm already dehydrated then. So it's a matter of constantly sipping throughout the day.
Can you go overboard? I mean, I was reading because as you know, I do a little bit of running. I'm not a fanatic on it. But I was reading an article where it said if you're running up to 5Ks, you don't need to take water with you. If you're going to run between 5 and 10 Ks, then you should take some water. But I often see people, they're even just going for a walk and they take water, or they're running 2 Ks and they take water. You can go overboard, can't you? You can sort of get a bit paranoid about not having water.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, actually, it just brought back a memory. I was a avid runner, and I used to always carry a water bottle with me. And now I'm thinking, why did I do that? Yeah. But I remember when my energy would kind of get a little bit low when I was running, as soon as I just chugged a bit of water, that's all I needed to keep going. I didn't need any energy gels or gummies or anything. Right. It was just a matter of water. And that's the same today. Like even, at work, I'm feeling tired sitting at my desk.
Yeah.
Chances are you're dehydrated. Down a big cup of water and you'd be amazed how your energy levels pick up.
Wouldn't you be better off to suck on a barley sugar?
No.
Bit of energy, a bit of sugar, that's what you need, isn't it? A bit of a...
Water.
Yeah, water. I've tried that and, I haven't found that. All I find is annoying to carry the bottle when you're running. You sort of feel like throwing it away.
It is annoying, yeah. I don't run now with a water bottle. No. So I don't run as far, though.
Okay, look, we're just about running out of time, so I just wonder if you could recap on intermittent fasting. The good things, the pros, and there must be some cons.
So the pros are it's just when to eat. It's not what to eat. So obviously you want to be eating healthy foods as well. But it's simple. It's straightforward. It's a way to lose weight, kickstart your energy levels, boost your immunity, cognitive function. I've even read actually it can normalize blood pressure, which is interesting. I don't know the answer on that one. I don't really know of any negative drawbacks. Yeah. I guess if you were really stressed, blood sugar imbalances, pregnant, that could be harmful.
Yeah.
It can actually stress the body. So all in all, I think it's something, if you're listening, why not give it a go? Just try it one day even.
Yeah. What if you're just eating one meal a day? Would that be considered to be intermittent fasting?
Absolutely. Yeah, the 16-8 rule is just one way of doing it. So it could be, 22 and and two,
Sure. Yeah.
and just have one meal a day. Or like you say, just fast for one day a week. And I know people that happily do that.
Okay, Heather, been good talking to you. Just remind our listeners, we want to come and see you for some advice and talk to you some more about intermittent fasting. How do we get hold of you?
Sure. I'd love to hear from you. My cell phone is 027-812-5071. You can email me at heather@foodforlife.co.nz or visit my website at foodforlife.co.nz.
As always, our pleasure. Look after yourself. Talk to you same time, same place next time.
Thanks, Ken. Look forward to hearing about how you get on.
I'll be shaking.
Okay.